Abha, I'll bring some of those questions to you. The bloodbath on Dalal Street, we saw what happened in the markets today. So that question appears to be answered. But, cutting losses to stem worse damage. I think the big question really is on everybody's mind is there worse ahead, or could this move sort of, stem the bleeding and put them in a position where they can navigate the turbulence a whole lot better?
So let's take a look at what happened today, Shiv, on the stock market.
Yeah.
If we take a look at what happened today, we saw Adani Enterprises, which is the holding company for the entire group, see a loss of about 30%, right? Now, all of these stocks have already seen 30–40% lower since this entire carnage began. I mean, that's just in the span of like about a week, so 6–7 trading sessions. All the other Adani stocks, pretty much all of them were down at about 10% further again today. Only I think Adani Ports was up about down about 6%, so relatively still better. Now, if you put this into perspective, clearly these stocks are oversold. As an investor looking at this group company, would I look at possibly investing right now? Doesn't make any sense, does it? Until there's some kind of clarity. Just because they have assets doesn't necessarily mean that these prices will be valuable. If they continue to deteriorate, because we have no clarity right now, if they continue to deteriorate, it's only further losses for any investor.
Right.
However, after some further cool off, and when valuations become even better, at those levels, you might start to see some buying activity resume. At that stage, it would be wise for investors to look at specific pickings within the Adani stocks.
Right.
So they do have stake, as you know, of course, in Ambuja ACC, which are slightly more insulated from this, being an acquired group. That will obviously continue to be something investors will pick up. Adani Ports is still something that could see some quality buying coming in at lower levels, and then some of the others will take further time.
Final question in that case, Abha, is, and this is like I'm being basic about this, because in the statement, Mr. Adani does say that he will look at, funding future growth and, revisit this FPO possibility when things stabilize. Is there a view on when that could be, or how long that could take?
Shiv, we've been asking the same question, and I think that the foreign banks are clearly making it apparent that they're not going to be interested, at least anytime soon, right? We've already been seeing that in the reports that have coming in. Will he be able to raise it from, the domestic institutions? That remains to be seen. It's a big question mark. Regulatory questions are being raised.
Right.
There is a lack of transparency. So it still remains to be seen. But yes, at least returning that money to the investors this time is keeping him or saving him, in their good graces, to perhaps return to them at a better time. At least he'll still have some more goodwill.
Okay.